The product design category is always a challenge for us jurors because the range of product types is so vast. So what we look for are designs whose purpose satisfies elegantly a previously unmet need. The Kohler Hygiene Urinal caught our attention for this reason. Quite self-evidently, this product is directed toward the needs of a certain subgroup, namely Muslim men, which are presumably not discussed widely. But looking beyond the success of the finished product itself, we rank this entry highly because of its design process illustrated in the submission. The designers began by engaging directly with potential users, gathering and understanding their unique concerns, their hygiene and spiritual needs, and the unspoken hassles they face every day.
Kohler is an established brand for toilet and bath space. It's about creating gracious experiences. We are driven by insights, putting ourselves very close to the ground, understanding customer needs and aspiration. Now, based in Singapore, I think we have a very good opportunity of being also very culturally diverse. This was really helpful for us when we really started looking at how can we create a better experience for Muslim users. Muslims have to pray 5 times a day, and before this, they will need to conduct wudu. However, there's totally no consideration for their belief. On a subset of this is the urinal. After peeing, Muslim is required to wash their privates with water. The current way is to cup and press the flushing, and use the water in the urinal. It's really unhygienic. So the observation from this became a project proposal, which we actually pitched to our senior leadership for innovation purposes. And we were actually very surprised that the leadership was very supportive and we got selected to get into development. This was when we started to enlist more support for insights by Somia, who is based in Indonesia, and NOK and Trigger Design to help us create a series of ideas so that we can get early validation.
It was a totally new topic and it was a really sensitive one as well because we are really designing not for functional needs but for religious needs. We loved how Kohler facilitated an open exchange of new ideas and insights, and this empowered us to quickly validate and iterate on prototypes and concepts with users. And it is through this process that we realized and learned that users are really looking for simple and elegant solutions that can fit in to their Muslim rituals. Users are at the heart of why we are doing this. Somia, one of our key collaborators, enabled us to get on the ground with these users and really evoke deep insights in terms of their needs and motivation.
Together with Kohler, we gathered insights from various stakeholders. We sift out what was really essential, so while the end objective is all about design, we begin to see and balance the different views from various stakeholders, from the actual end users, architects, developers, and technicians. We were able to collaborate greatly in putting the people first. When our team heard the brief, we were puzzled, since this topic has been neglected for so long, and the workaround has become our normal. What we did first was to invite the subject matter experts, religious leaders, Muslim experts, to find out about Muslim behaviors and thoughts regarding the topics. Then, the team started to provide raw concepts and ideas to spark conversations. We pinpointed the struggles, and from the user view, we find out what really matters. These user insights drove the product development to iteratively refine the design. We took what was spoken and what was not spoken to help the team create the prototypes. Ultimately, the insights and resources came together for us to finally fix the product.
Our company is involved in the design, development and refinement for the Istinja urinal. During this process, we took insight that is delivered to us, that's briefed to us, and make sure that all the design refinements are well thought through and feasible to produce. For example, the water flow. We look into how water is being presented to the user, how it flows, the pressure of the water, how the angle comes in without splashing to the user, and how the water is drained out. From our insight, we learned that privacy is always emphasized. We come up with a splash cover that is shaped in a way that is also function as a privacy shield for the user. As we are serving the Muslim community, we need to already ensure the design is not just great, but sensitive and fits into the context and the people. We were happy when the final prototype is well received and approved by the end user, and definitely our honor to be part of the creative process.
The Struktura Urinal is a success because, I guess, of tight teamwork. From the ideation to the execution, we really had a lot of challenges along the way, but the team really gamely overcome. Most importantly, we always focus on what really matters most to our customers. I remember at the end of the third user testing, where a Muslim elder came up to me with a tap and a smile, and he spoke in Bahasa. Now it goes like this: "Thank you. This is the first time a brand went through so much to understand the Muslim people and engage us actively on all the small things. I really feel very respected, and I want to tell you that this is a very good, meaningful product. I wish you every success." We are honored for the Singapore Good Design Award. This project is about making a meaningful difference to people's lives. On the behalf of the team, thank you SG Good Design for the recognition and award. We will keep innovating.
Kohler Struktura Hygiene Urinal was one of those projects that impressed almost all the judges. I think a few things we took away from it. First, there was a very real challenge that maybe not many of us had taken the trouble to think about. And they had also undertaken a very thorough process to understand the customer experience, what the experience of being Muslim is like, and the problem, and therefore what the solution should look like. They did many rounds of testing with the users, and we were really impressed by that.